Hello and welcome back everyone to City Skylines, new Vooper, where we have been trying to repair the horrible mess that I've made in this city. The poor thing. Why am I zooming in on the ground? I don't know. I have no clue. I think that the solution to all of our problems is half of a roundabout. You heard me. Half of a roundabout. I don't know how it's gonna work, but a half of a roundabout plus time equals profit. There we go. There we go, look at that. Half of a roundabout. Very, very nice. It's gonna keep it from getting too ridiculous. And then never zone the thing itself, but we can zone all of this. Wow, look at that. Look at that creative work that has afforded a new lifestyle of richness to our citizens. Okay. Let me sit up a little bit straighter and get serious. So, traffic has gotten to be less of an issue in New Vooper. The new interchange is working beautifully, and although a little bit of congestion still occurs, our average traffic flow should be higher. I mean, for some reason it's not showing it much higher, but it really should be, because everything we've done so far has been improving things under the hood. So it's kind of frustrating that it's not really showing that in the numbers. However, it should. It should. And that's what's really important. There we go. I'm just going to make another option for people to get into here, because it seems like Glade Heights is really testing our traffic infrastructure like nothing else. For some reason, everyone wants to go right here. I don't know where these people are going. They're going on here, then through here. I don't understand. That's it. We're actually going to use the tools the game has given us. Let's look at the routes people are taking. So everyone is going through here. And then through here. But why would they go around like that just to go back up here? And then through the... Okay, I have an idea. This is going to change the world. Wait a second. If it's going like that, then we can just make it way easier for them to go through there. And then they have to do like 18 times less driving. Please use that. You are using that. Okay, good. Why are you turning that way? Why are you turning that way? None of you wanted to go that way originally. Why? Why? You're going in the one direction you weren't designed to go in. Okay, it doesn't seem to be the end of the world that they're doing that. Kind of annoying. Yeah, let's see if that changed the route they're taking at all. They're still going through here, some of them. And these guys are going through like this. And then they're coming down here. And some of them, but that's... It looks like we've decreased the amount of people going this way by a lot, though. It looks like a ton of people are now going this way instead. Good. Good, good, good. Wow. Wow, look at all the people who come into here. That's insane, the amount of people who are planning on going this way. Absolutely incredible. And the dam district gets quite a bit as well. Holy moly. It's actually really impressive when you look at all the arrows going everywhere. Okay, I think that's going to be the best we can do there. We've tried to clean it up as best as possible. Traffic flow is still at 68, which is sad, but mostly because of things like this. Just a heavy oh. I think it's time that we work on this. I think that this is probably one of the worst things I've built in the city, because it's just overly complicated for no reason. Ready? Ready? This is my solution right here. We are going to simplify it. That's literally all we're going to do. We're going to make it 80 times simpler. We're going to make it so that there's only one direction coming from each, or one coming from each direction. So now there's one from this side, one from this side. I don't know if we're going to keep the highway thing. Unsure about that one. We have to get rid of all of the lights, because it's dumb to have lights on a roundabout. And let's see what that does. Will that make it smooth? Maybe. Maybe not. There may just be too many people for this roundabout. It would appear that there are too many people for this roundabout. So we need to come up with a more creative solution. How do we get people who want to just go like that? You know what? If we do this, then it kind of gives them a simpler way to go across like that. Or like that. Oh, you know what? That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. So that makes it so that if they just have to go to the next stop, they don't have to go around the entire thing. This is for the weapons to defend yourself from the Duolingo bird, since you haven't practiced Spanish today. $5 the G-Man makes money. Thank you, man, for the $5 super chat. I will try to stay safe from Duolingo bird. Okay, and this is going to be complaining because there is a stop light. Let's get rid of them. Okay, this intersection is now a bit simpler, and I think it's working better now. I think we have actually improved it. It's still not great. It's still not great, but it's better. It's more even. I don't even know how to describe it. Oh, God. I'm trying so hard here. I hope you guys can see that I'm really trying to fix these issues. I've dedicated a few episodes to fixing everything I can. Okay, so another thing we can do to try to decrease the amount of traffic is we're going to push pedestrians even harder to walk to work. I mean, walking to work cuts down on so much. So much. We're gonna add a new bridge right here. It's just gonna curve around here. And it's just gonna be a generally easy way to walk to work. The more people we get to walk, the less people have to drive. Please all take a right. Okay, never mind. You don't feel like it. But you know what? We're going to keep adding more ways because I need to decrease traffic so that I can actually expand the city. Here's a way for the people of Briarwood Square to go. They're pretty simple people, so they'll probably be interested in walking. They like it. Okay. Come on. Come on. Somebody use it. Oh, they will at some point. What is that underground that's broken? Where did that come from? Oh, shoot. Did I break my subway lines? That would be really bad. Where does this even come from? Oh, that's the underground highway that used to go from there to there. Yeah, let's just completely destroy that. Because that is from a time when we were making terrible decisions when it came to our transit, and now we're doing better. Okay, well, apparently not, because I just destroyed that highway. That was a really important one as well. So you know what? At least we're cleaning things up a little bit. Some disgusting parts of the road network are going away. Things that never worked. And we're replacing them with better systems, like removing the main highways. Who would have thought that's the best way to save the city? Okay, there we go. What else? Well, this is doing well. This right here was just built so well, the rest of the city can't really match the elegance of this system right here. Having the main avenue and having the 2 highways. This is just beautiful, and I can never match it. I don't think we're going to reach this level of sophistication again. It's really sad, actually. Although I do question why we don't have a way to get into the city from here. Like, it would make a lot of sense if we did like that and had some off-ramps. Because in reality, this has like nobody on it, so adding more people onto it isn't the end of the world. Let's see if anyone's using those pedestrian crosswalks. Yes! Yes, a lot of people are. Like every person who uses this is one less car on the road, so that's good. Keep them walking. Look at that group of people. See? Everyone's walking to work because they know it's the healthy and environmentally friendly alternative to not doing it. And we're going to continue expanding ways to walk because I can't mess up the traffic if there is no traffic. Or maybe I can. I guess we'll see. You guys just have to believe in me. There we go. Let's create a little walking path there to get across. And this is the big one, because this is the majority of our population live over here. So making ways for them to get to work is going to be extremely important in fixing this problem. These guys are the most important people to target with ways to walk to work. They account for the majority of our traffic. If only there was a way to encourage them to walk more. Okay, so that looks good. This is still here. That didn't get deleted. So that's nice. I think we'll put one more here. I don't even care. I don't even care about fighting my own subway systems and stuff with these pedestrian crosswalks. All that matters is that people walk. People need to walk. People need to use public transport. They need to stop using cars, because otherwise things are just going to continue getting worse. But you know what? We're getting somewhere. People are starting to use more public transport. They are starting to use a lot more of everything. And it looks like I'm actually surprised that we aren't having any issues over here in the industrial area. I thought that this would definitely get way, way more traffic than it's getting right now. So it looks like this system worked really well. Okay. This roundabout isn't doing terribly. I like this roundabout. I mean, maybe it's not the most efficient thing ever, but I think it's working pretty well. So let's look back. Where is the worst area in the city? I mean, these are just small roads. There's not a ton you can do about it. There's a lot of people and tiny roads. Over here has a lot of intersections, I guess. I don't really know how we would mitigate that, though. I do have an idea. You know, I'm gonna do something. Let's see how this works. We're gonna kind of do an experiment. Over by this fire department, we're going to build a very long pedestrian path. And it's gonna go through, like, this entire section of the city. We're gonna make, like, the best option ever for walking. It'll go above the college. It'll go through here. A little bit shorter, though. It'll go over here. It'll go through here. Because a lot of our traffic is people trying to get to hard-to-reach areas like this. Everyone here just has, like, a little house, and they have to drive super far to get anything. Oh, I really did that in a way that destroyed way more houses than I needed to, but that's okay. We're gonna continue. We're gonna go a bit further back, though, so that we don't destroy as many houses. Come on. Okay. We're gonna cross over this. And Briarwood Square, we are now in. And this is where it'll end. So now along this line, we're gonna make ways to get down. This is now like a walking highway. You can get really far in the city just by walking along this path, which goes pretty much through every single important section. And then we just keep adding stops. There's a stop right there. Add one over here. So now, if someone really wants to go around the city just by walking, they have a massive amount of options for doing so. Let's see how that works. I'm curious how far people will actually walk. Like, there's got to be a limit to how far people will walk before they're like, I'm just going to use my car. Well, look at that. A few people are using it. Actually, quite a few people are using it. A lot of people. If we can get people to walk like this in the more populated parts of the city... Actually, how many people are walking over to the touristy area? Because if we connect this to the touristy areas, I think you guys can see what I'm thinking. We can cut off all of that heavy traffic down there. I mean, there's a lot of big buildings, though. So it's gonna hurt a little bit of profit. But actually, putting it over here serves another purpose, because this actually goes across here. So it'd actually be a really convenient spot if we put it right across from it. Look at that. And it can go here and go directly across. Let's just add a crosswalk. Neat! Look at that! So now you can walk all the way from here down to here if you really feel like it. I'm not sure how many people actually feel like doing that, but there's at least a few. And every single person here isn't using a car. And that's quite a few people. But I'm curious. Oh, look at that group. I'm curious if we can get the tourists. There we go. So yeah, this steady stream of tourists, especially people who are going to cross here, because that's a long trip that you're saving. It looks like nobody is actually going across that far. There are limits to how far someone will walk in City Skylines, but we're trying to push it to that limit. Let's see what the traffic's at. 68%. We haven't really been able to make a dent in that number lately. It's kind of stayed. Oh, the X missile. Let's launch it. Yes! Launch! Launch, you beautiful rocket. Please, do a launch. Here they go. Off to space. Hopefully we discover something. Something kind of cool. All the way out in the great unknown. Bye. Okay, let's ask some questions like, A, why is there no water here? And let's fix it. But more oh, jeez. See, this is one of those issues. Like, why is everyone trying to go in here? Because there's no other options. An industrial area like this needs more ways to get in and to leave. Otherwise, things get super clogged up. We need something a little bit more robust. That's fine, having them leave that way, but let's make a proper way to enter. Let's go like this. Proper way to enter. There we go. And actually, let's make a little mini... Let's copy what worked. You know, where we had the one... We had our one nice avenue, and then we surrounded it with a highway. This is a much smaller scale, but we could extend it if we ever wanted to. Then off from here, we go like this. And from here, we go like this. Same thing over here. Make a way to go over here. Make a way to come over here. Move this a tiny bit because this is now kind of messy. And there we are. Let's see how that works. And then we'll still leave that. Because now they've got a bit of runway where they can get up so that they won't get back down into the highway. They can also go here if they wanted to go into the commercial area. It just seems like the majority don't want to, but that guy does. See, someone does at least. Cool. See, I think that actually was a good modification. I think that improved it quite a bit. This is still an issue. So you know what? We're going to force them to use this, because that's going to get less in the way. We're going to move this up so that it's a sharper entrance, which means that they don't have to lose as much speed. Okay. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I think those all were small but impactful improvements. Great. But the average traffic flow went down. So I guess it doesn't matter what I do. Everything dies anyways in the end. But that's a part of living. Well, I'm trying my best, at least. As it stands, I think things are getting better. Like things like this, they just improve the lives of everyone. Now there's giant walking trails you can go along. And we finally connected up the master, this area right here, which is working pretty well. I think that's actually doing extremely well. Yeah, this is getting backed up again, so we're gonna have to look into it. But, I mean, small improvements across the city. Small improvements all across. What else do we have? I mean, we can do a bit of an expansion on the city again. And I'm going to allow a little bit more to grow, because I don't want to stagnate this entire section. We'll let them go. That's going to be the next expansion on the city. It's going to be a lot of people, though, so hopefully our transit systems can hold up. Okay, so the population is going up. Not actually. Apparently it's dropping. Oh, barely. We have a lot of people in the city. We really do. And they're very spread out across these rivers. And getting people across these rivers effectively is probably the hardest thing on this series. I mean, we have to come up with some pretty crazy traffic solutions. I don't know if we're going to keep that or not. I'm not sure. It just doesn't seem to be doing too well. Let me check if there's any junctions left. No. Let's see, routes. Majority, a lot of people are just going in here and going around to there. I wonder if it would make more sense to just give them a way to do that without going through the roundabout. Some people are going through here as well. Man, that's a lot of industry. Wait, all the people from over here are going on here instead of just... Oh, because they need to go here as well. We need a connection so that these industry guys can actually get their freight out. Oh, darn, I never actually thought about that. Okay. Let's just make a really simple curve here. Curve around. Curve back around. There we go. Option to go up there or continue to the next one. And that should change their routes so that they go this way instead of going down here, around here, and then up here. Whoa! Zach Daily Games, thank you for the $50 super chat. Your streams are the best. City is looking great. Thank you, Zach. I greatly appreciate it. It's quite the struggle. As always on City Skylines, traffic AI is... You know what? That's actually something I haven't thought about. Is my... where is it? I probably looked at it at least 10 times now. Wait, do I not have traffic present? No, I do. Traffic manager. Oh, there it is. Simulation accuracy. I'm questioning... Oh, dynamic lane selection we're going to turn up a bit. Because I think that we could actually really use that. Great. Now these guys are blocking these guys. That's really sad. That's really sad. Yeah, this is getting really in the way. We're gonna have to rethink that. I don't know how we're gonna pull that off, but not a ramp like that, because that's just gonna cut off the traffic that's already going through. Man, it's such It's such a meme because no matter what you do, it's worse. It doesn't matter what you do, it's always worse. Okay, so as it stands, I think we're making progress. So like this here, definitely progress. This area is so much smoother now. I think I can be given some credit on that. Even like these pedestrian walkways and stuff, there's small ways to improve the flow of people through the city. The only place we're really struggling is when it comes to very heavy traffic areas like these industry areas. They have a little bit of trouble. You know what I haven't thought about? Parking. We have parking enabled, realistic parking. So if we really wanted to, we could put some parking areas. Large roads. On-ramp marker. Wow. That was kind of disappointing. But we do have these parking lots, which if we put one in a highly residential area... I mean, not residential. We want to put it in, like, a commercial slash office slash... We want to put it, like, in the middle where people are parking. Because it's a parking lot. But a well-placed parking lot could actually help quite a bit. But that is not at all what I'm looking for. We're looking in here. Yeah, if we put a parking lot, like, right there... You see, people will now park in here instead of going all the way to the actual destination, and it'll get people to walk. It increases the amount of people walking by quite a bit. I wonder if we should just put a bunch of parking lots up across the city. I mean, the cars do kind of look like a meme when they float up into the space. But, it does have the potential to improve the traffic situation. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. Over in the industrial areas especially, like over here. Actually, I guess the industry doesn't really park anywhere. But I wonder if they would use it in a residential area. If we put them right next to the spots like this, so you park and then you walk across, that may actually help a lot. I think I actually have to put the spaces in by hand. Not the end of the world, though. I'm capable. There we go. Look at that. Why is that guy floating? I have no clue why that guy's floating. Everyone's floating a little bit. Okay, people just feel like floating. That's fine. Okay, they're floating even more now. What the heck? What the heck? I'll just raise this. That's fine. There we go. There we go, that's better. Look! Now there's a parking lot here. So people can park. And then they can go walk. Why are they floating? I don't understand why they're floating. I'm so confused. And everyone's like really not doing a good job with the parking. Like they're doing quite a terrible job with the parking actually. Kind of scary. Kind of scary how poorly they're parking. But hey, it's getting more people to walk. It really is. You can see all the people who are coming out of their cars and now just walking to work. That may be a big step towards, if we get people to start using parking lots, we may be able to convince them to actually walk, and that would be a big win for the city. But there aren't enough parking spaces. So instead, let's do this. Let's get a big one. So a big parking lot right here for people who want to come commute to work. Or not commute to work, they just want to walk to work. That's fine. Let's help them out. Let's make it easier for them. And the cars are starting to just add up. I mean, they're just floating over to it. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain. Getting cars off of the road is going to be our goal for the very long future in which we have traffic issues. Oh, look at that! A lot of people are actually using it. I don't like the floating, but whatever. Whatever. Look at all the people. That's actually really impressive, the amount of people that we're getting to walk just by putting a parking garage there. If only we could do that with industry. If only we could get them to get their trucks and just, you know, stop what they're doing. Yeah, look at all the people. Jeez, are there on all the levels? So that's a lot of cars off the road. A lot of cars off the road. So we'll look into that next time, but I think that's going to be it for this time. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed watching me try to slowly fix things in this city. We're getting to a point where we're starting to build up new areas again. But that introduces new issues. So we're going to have to solve those in the future. Bye!